Next week, the controversial Internal Market Bill is due to return to the Commons. The bill would allow parts of the Brexit withdrawal agreement reached with the EU to be overridden. At the heart of this latest escalation is the thorny issue of where customs checks should be between the UK and the EU. But as Ros Atkins explains, it's about much more than customs paperwork.
One puzzle has been there from the start of the Brexit story. Theresa May lost her job trying to solve it. Boris Johnson wants to break international law to address it, and everyone is taking an interest.
Don't mess with the Good Friday Accords.
With peace in Northern Ireland at stake, let's look at why the Irish border question won't go away. The challenge has always been to reconcile three things. The first is the EU's single market. It allows free movement of goods, people, services and capital, and the EU protects it. Anything coming in or out is checked. The second thing was captured by Boris Johnson in 2016.
I believe that this Thursday can be our country's Independence Day.
For some of its supporters, Brexit is an assertion of national sovereignty, and leaving the EU single market is part of that, which leads us to the third thing, and this is the complicator. If the UK leaves the single market, the question is where to put the checks. And this then becomes about history and about geography. Northern Ireland is part of the UK. For years, a violent conflict played out between nationalists who wanted to be part of the Republic of Ireland and unionists who wanted to stay in the UK. In 1998, the Good Friday Agreement ended that conflict. It also ended military checks on the border. And ever since, checks of any type on the border are politically unthinkable. Which brings us to the geography. If there can't be checks on the Irish border, well, the map points you towards checks perhaps in the Irish Sea. Would a UK government agree to that? Well, in 2018, the EU floated the idea. Theresa May famously replied, "No UK Prime Minister could ever agree to this." Instead, Mrs May proposed a backstop, a plan where the UK remained aligned to the EU single market until a new trade deal was done. No, said Brexiteer MPs, and soon Theresa May was gone. And Boris Johnson arrived with a big shift that few saw coming. In 2019, he met Ireland's Leo Varadkar and offered to accept some checks in the Irish Sea. It stunned UK politics, but he got a deal with the EU, forced an election, won the election. It was a huge political coup. From there, Brexit happened and trade talks began. But as they struggled to progress, Boris Johnson delivered his second big shift. During the election campaign, he told us his Brexit deal was oven ready. But Mr Johnson's view of his deal changed, and he directed his government to do this.
This does break international law in a very specific and limited way.
The UK is now seeking to override parts of the withdrawal agreement and accuses the EU of wanting a border in the Irish Sea, even though the withdrawal agreement, which the UK agreed, explicitly creates a regulatory border in the Irish Sea. And so we have the government attacking a deal that it sold to the country, and we return right to where we started. The square may get circled, but if there was an easy answer, someone would have thought of it by now.
The BBC's Ros Atkins there.